Well, welcome everybody to the web class. You're going to be getting action-packed, thought-provoking business success tips built around the 5 action steps to achieve your goals sooner. This is Ann Backrack. To ask a question, please type in your question in the question area of the GoToMeeting, and I will answer it at the end. So this web class is recorded, so you can listen to it again as many times as you need to. And of course, I'll also have the slides available to you along with the recording. Well, first things first, a little preparation. So make sure that you have some paper and a pencil or something to write with during our time together. Obviously, you can also use your computer to take notes, whatever is easiest for you. And I'll try to go as slow as I possibly can to give you enough time to jot things down that you think are valuable. Okay, let's get this party started. It's easy to set goals in life. So how many people do you think actually take the time to set specific business and overall life goals? Well, not enough of us for sure. You want to make more money. You want to enjoy more productive relationships with friends and acquaintances. You want to make a difference in the lives of others. You want to exercise more or sleep more, or you can even, want to be more fit and healthy. Unfortunately, while all of these goals are admirable, they're also extremely broad. Many people fantasize about being rich or famous or really fit and super healthy and maybe even well liked. However, these are not necessarily goals. These are common images of success that the media wants us to believe in. Human beings are programmed by books and television, movies, and the internet to believe a lot of times in someone else's goals or someone else's values. So after all, did you ever want to be Bill Gates before you knew he was filthy rich? I think he's actually worth around $98 billion today. Better yet, did you ever want to be filthy rich before you knew that money could buy you luxurious accommodations or super fun and cool gadgets and exclusive world travel first class? Well, let's explore 3 steps that can help you achieve your goals sooner rather than later. Step number 1, know the difference between dreaming and doing. When a person claims that making a lot of money is his or her goal, they are not truly seeing the future. A person who is destined for success programs their own mind to achieve something remarkable and feasible. A person that is motivated to achieve a goal doesn't think in terms of failure and winning, as in, for example, I failed at becoming a millionaire, so it's not meant to be. Rather, this person follows a set path towards their final destination. To the successful business person, succeeding in life is a daily responsibility, one full of setbacks and solutions. The successful business person doesn't merely think in terms of becoming rich overnight, although that would be nice, right? They study the path towards financial freedom as handed down by others and create a feasible and specific plan to increase their profits through the years. They learn about their chosen industry. They learn about office relationships and business strategies. They learn about investing and wealth building over time. Making money is not just a fleeting thought or a wild idea that must be tried at least once. It's their continuing journey for success in their life as they have defined success for them. We each all have a different definition. Number 2, step 2 is basically set what I call stretch goals. Achieving one's vision of success depends upon the setting and completion of stretch goals. So a stretch goal is basically a realistic goal with a little more added to it to really be called a stretch. So I believe stretch goals are a little bit more motivating and inspiring than goals that are just, quote, realistic. Stretch goals do not follow someone else's idea of success, only your own idea of success. Set your goals on a long-term and a short-term basis, and then work your way back and work your way down to weekly goals. It's a lot easier to take smaller steps than trying to focus on one big goal or many big goals. As you reach each milestone along the way, your self-confidence increases and the ultimate objective becomes even clearer. You are no longer confused about what action you should take. You don't start projects and stop them. Rather, you channel your enthusiasm and passion in one specific area, moving you closer to your desired result. Along the way, you learn to prioritize your time, as setting specific goals helps you to avoid unproductive actions. When you apply your energy and resources to your goals, you're able to accomplish more in a few short years than most people will ever do in one entire lifetime. When you set your own goals, you are given total power over your life. You don't surrender your time and energy to the will of others as if subject to someone else's control. Step number 3, don't procrastinate. And I know for a lot of you that's easier said than done. A successful person doesn't typically procrastinate or procrastinate often or much. Some have stated that dreaming or wishing is actually a form of procrastination, especially if no goals are being set to achieve a dream. Once you've created an action plan, you have no reason to delay taking certain action. You may find that once you start to put your plan into effect, that your outlook on life may change. When you have specific goals in mind and keep a positive perspective, you start to achieve even more things in life. You choose your own goals based on where you want to be and when you want to be there. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do something or hold you back from achieving your goals and desires. If you want more content on helping you stop or reduce procrastination, perhaps goal achievement, or how to stay more focused on your highest payoff activities and other professional development topics, please go to the URL that's on your screen and check out all the previous free web classes that I've done for basically for Insurance WebEx who host this particular session. So the URL you see on your screen, and there's all, I put here a lot of the topics that I've completed that are all there for you, and they are all free. Free is always good. So what is the difference between dreamers and doers? Well, dreamers usually spend a great deal of their time whining and wishing things were different. On the other hand, doers go after what they want, in essence, adapting to a system to prolong their life and prosperity. Doers create their future. Jim Cathcart, who's a friend of ours, he has a quote. He said, "Dreamers stay stagnant and blame others for their lack of progress. Are you a dreamer or a doer?" Wouldn't it be great if you could have everything you want magically appear with the snap of a finger? Like the old adage says, you can't get something for nothing. The only secret to achieving your goals comes down to one main thing. That's you taking action. There isn't some magic code, and wouldn't it be great if there was? And there isn't a magic code that's only given to a select few at birth. So achieving your goals is an inherent ability in all of us. You can achieve absolutely every goal you imagine. You only need to get yourself moving. One of the benefits of taking action is your movement in the very thing that bridges the gap between imagining a dream and actually manifesting it into reality. So obviously, action equals results. That's not to say that the road to goal achievement is free of challenges, and it's rarely a breeze. Sorry to be a bummer on that one, but if you ask anyone if their hard work was worth it in the end, they would say yes. The benefits of taking action far outweigh living a life that is using only a fraction of your potential and living with regret. You can go from living a life you feel controlled in to living a life you feel in control of. When you realize the power you hold and the benefits of taking action, your life will never be the same. So as I see it, at this very moment in time, you have three choices in life. The first one is giving up on ever achieving your goals. The second one is at some later time, you might actually get serious about taking action and pursue your goals. And the third one is achieve your goals and realize your dreams now. So let's take a look at each one of these three choices individually. So again, number one is give up on ever achieving your goals. Sometimes it's easier to not work hard to achieve your goals because you just aren't willing to do what it takes. And you know what? That's okay if that's really your choice. Fear of failure and disappointment keep us trapped in a mediocre life that is so much less than I think we deserve. You were born with the potential to succeed, and anyone that has told you differently is just plain wrong. If you knew you were born for success and that achieving your goals is what you were made to do, would it make it easier to justify the pursuit of them? The truth is, your success is inevitable. Failure is just something we learn from our environment and is not part of our inherent nature. So now that you know you were born for greatness, you only get one chance in life. Make it a fantastic one. Number two, remember, at some time later, you might get serious about taking action and pursuing your goals. So if you're in this category, that's good, but you might as well just go for number three. The gap between one and two is the greatest. So if you're here, you've done half the work. Do this quick exercise. If you could have anything in the world right now, what would it be? Close your eyes and imagine having what you want. Feel it, be in it, and breathe it in. Now tell me how delaying that good feeling could possibly benefit you. You deserve everything that you are imagining. So quit thinking and talking about doing it and just frickin' do it. And if your choice was number three, you choose to achieve your goals and realize your dreams now. Hey, congratulations. If you are in this category, you already feel the fire and know you want more. So let's get to work. Let's start with removing the words can't, try, and maybe from your vocabulary. There is no such thing as try. Either you do or you don't. Commit to achieving your goals or don't. It's really pretty much that simple. You were born for greatness, and trying to achieve your goals is not the same as actually committing to achieving them. Fear is not an excuse. Fear is never an excuse for not taking action. You are exactly where you are right now because you've been too fearful to step outside your comfort zone. To get to where you want to be, you have to feel the fear and do it anyway. After you take action, you'll wonder what you were really so afraid of in the first place. The fear is only temporary, while the benefits of taking action last forever. Taking action creates support. So the minute you start taking action to achieve your goals, the universe will rush to support you. But it has to know that you mean business. The support of friends and associates and even unlikely opportunities will all come to your rescue as soon as you show the universe you are committed to achieving your goals. Quit talking the talk and please start walking the walk. Talking about taking action and actually taking action, as you know, is not the same thing. You have to get busy if you want to get to where you ultimately want to be. The sooner you get walking, the sooner you'll get there. If you want to achieve your goals within the time frame that you desire, please quit wasting time and stop procrastinating. Start today by just doing what you know, and you know what needs to be done. Life is not a predetermined set of circumstances. It is what you make of it. When you commit to achieving your goals, you realize how much power you really have. And to see the benefits of taking action, you have to start now, today, this minute. Make a choice to do that. Have faith that you were programmed for success and you are already equipped with everything you need to get to where you want to be. Keep your focus on your goals and know that the benefits of taking action are so much bigger than anything you actually have to do to get there. Make sure you focus, and I'm talking about laser focus, on doing those activities that put you in the highest probability position to achieve your goals each and every day. If you have something scheduled and you realize you don't have time to do it completely, sometimes doing part of something is better than doing nothing. So for example, if you have a goal to go work out 1 hour each day, and I know some of you might think that's crazy, but this is just an example, and you know that you now have 30 minutes to work out instead of the full 1 hour, is working out 30 minutes better than doing nothing on this goal? Sometimes we realize we can't do what we set out to do 100%, so we just decide, I'm just not going to do it at all. That isn't helping you achieve your goal. When you do nothing, as opposed to actually doing something, that's better. Now, based on what we've talked about so far, take just a few seconds now to write down what actions you will take from this day forward so you can achieve your goals sooner. What actions will you take now that put you in a higher probability position to achieve your goals sooner? Now, one way to achieve your goals sooner might be to incorporate more persistence in the way you do things. I believe persistence pays off. So let's take a few minutes and talk about the power of persistence. Persistence is to success as excuses are to failure. Never, never give up. There is always a way. Persistence is the ability to continue to get up no matter how many times you've been knocked down. It requires willpower, flexibility, strength of character, determination, and a desire to succeed at all costs. Persistence is about having a vision and working towards that vision or that goal or those goals. Persistence is defined as the act of persisting or persevering, also continuing or repeating behavior. The most successful people in life are always, always persistent. This is why it is important to cultivate the quality that you have, I know, within you of persistence, no matter what you're aiming for. Of course, there is always a clear distinction between the quality of persistence and the term pesky, which is alternatively defined as annoying. Persistence must always have a purpose or else it will become grating to those practicing and to those listening to your message. And you obviously don't want that. So what really then is the difference between being persistent and being, let's say, a royal pain in the butt? Persistence requires a great degree of premeditated thought and advanced planning. When someone is persistent, they are fully committed, not to an action as if repeating multiple incidents with no particular purpose, but to a plan. They believe in a principle and realize that in order to achieve their goals, persistence will be and is required. A persistent person realizes the importance of repetition, but is careful about proper timing and using appropriate language. You could say that a persistent person is careful to learn the problem first, creating a plan of action, and then sticking to that plan. So when problems are discovered, the persistent mind creates alternative routes and adaptable strategies. Persistence will be required in numerous personal and professional endeavors. Personally speaking, a thinking person realizes that it takes persistence to improve human relationships, whether in the context of friendship or courtship or even in business. It may not be enough to formulate a good plan. If the initial plan of action doesn't work, then a persistent thinker will have to come up with another angle. So, for example, let's say that a relationship is suffering between two people. One person thinks ill of the other and is unwilling to listen to an apology. If that relationship is worth keeping, then a persistent person will approach the other person with a different strategy. The strategy employed will depend on the other person's personality. If it's a business relationship that you want to form, you will send them an attractive, maybe high-heeled shoe with a note about, now that I have a shoe in the door, what will it take for us to resolve this? So you have to do whatever it takes. Are you willing to do what it takes? And will you do whatever it takes? Because just being willing to doesn't mean you will. Persistence is also important for building added value to a chosen belief system. It's safe to assume that every belief system is based on a persistent and deliberate influx of knowledge and experience. Professionally speaking, persistence is equally important. New business owners are oftentimes singular proponents of their company and must work twice as hard to market and establish their brand name to their target market. This, of course, requires persistence, as there could be many slow months to start with and plenty of dissatisfied or uninterested people. Persistence is vital to you if, if you ever hope to have a successful business, and I think you already know that. There was a time actually when I was promoting my husband as a professional speaker when he was first getting started. I had to be persistent to get phone appointments with decision makers, executives who could hire him to speak at their conferences and conventions. I made a lot of phone calls and would call people until they would talk to me or ask me not to call them back. Thank goodness this didn't happen very often. Actually, I don't even remember if it did at all. As a result of my persistence, I received job offers, if you can believe it, and comments from these executives of these major firms wishing they had people as persistent as I was, because they could have been even more successful and done even more business than they currently were if they were more persistent, or as persistent as I was, as they perceived me to be, because I kept calling until they told me to leave them alone. Jim Rohn has a great quote. He says, if you want something, you will find a way. If you don't, of course, you'll find an excuse. And I think he should know. And I don't know that if you know this about him, but as a college dropout and in a rut, in debt, and unable to see his way out by his mid-20s, Jim set out to achieve more. And he did, if you know anything about Jim at all. His persistence paid off, and by the age of 31, he was a millionaire. If you want more, you will find a way, because there's always a way to get there. With persistence and consistent action, you can and will make it happen. Now, did you know that Thomas Edison had over 10,000 failed attempts to create the light bulb before he was successful? His persistence was as valuable as his invention. 10,000 failed attempts, and look what he created. Even if you're not out to change the world, what could you create with an unresolved persistence? Allison Felix made it to the Olympics in just over 1 year with an intense training schedule of 5 to 6 hours a day. Her persistence paid off. By the end of her training season, this was in 2003, she had broken many records, including one set by Olympic gold medalist Marion Jones, which, if you're as old as I am, you'll remember her. At the 2004 Olympics, she won the silver medal by running a 22:18 in the 200-meter race. Amazingly, now pay attention, she did all of this while being a high school senior and a freshman college student. Persistence always pays off, and sometimes I believe it pays off big time. It's a known fact that more business deals are inked when one of the parties is persistent. Now, being persistent is not, again, the same as being pushy or pesky. Rather, it is voicing your ideal fit and expertise to someone that may not be aware of the benefits they will receive from working with you. They will appreciate your persistence and the benefits, but you have to make them known. Now, you've probably heard of Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen and their best-selling book series, Chicken Soup for the Soul. But did you know that they marketed the original book to over 130 publishers over a 2-year period of time before a struggling publisher actually agreed to publish it? That's 2 years of phone calls, foot pedaling, and persistence that started a best-selling book series. The authors knew the value of the book, and it came down to making it known to the right publisher. So once the publisher saw the value, they knew that the benefits would be there. Their first book went on to sell 8 million copies in 39 languages. And to date, I'm not sure of the exact numbers, but the series has sold somewhere around 100 million copies in over 45 languages. At one point, J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter book series, was on welfare and so broke, she wrote her story on pub napkins. She could have easily given up on writing, but she was persistent in her passion. She finished the first Harry Potter novel, found a literary agent, and went to work marketing her book. Today, she is one of the wealthiest women in the world. And again, I'm not sure of the numbers currently, but I know it's well over $1 billion. There are thousands of examples of ordinary people achieving extraordinary goals. And obviously, these are just a very few examples of how persistence has paid off. There is one common denominator that could be applied to successful people. And I think that one common denominator, it doesn't have to be the only one, but one of them is persistence. Persistence without purpose is useless. Dogged determination to adhere to a plan that is not getting you to where you want to go is not persistence. Being persistent means having the strength and flexibility to stop and take stock when you become aware your efforts are not getting the results that you want. The value of persistence lies in maintaining your goal while repositioning yourself to get there without continually hitting your head against a brick wall. So what can you do to maintain persistence? So we're going to be talking about 7 tips that will help you be even more persistent so you can accelerate the achievement of your goals. At least that's the goal for this. The first tip is maintain your vision. Decide what you want out of life and then work with a vision for the future. Keep your goal firmly planted in front of you and in front of your mind so that every action step you take will lead you closer to achieving exactly what you want. Number 2 is view setbacks as really just life lessons. Nobody achieves their goals with one straight shot at the target, at least nobody I know. Understand there will be setbacks, maybe failures and mistakes, but don't let a negative or sideways step move you off your path. Mistakes are merely just life lessons, so view each backward or sidestep as an opportunity to learn and to grow. Number 3, act with courage. Don't allow fear of failure to stop you. We as human beings, we all fail from time to time. That's just the way it is. It's the winners, though, who get back up and start again. Act with courage and determination to achieve the things you want in life. Number 4, exert control over your actions. Make a conscious decision to make every step count. Keep your vision clear in your mind at all times so that your actions become a part of the process to get you to ultimately where you want to go. Number 5, think creatively and be flexible. Often we become so fixed on the goal, we forget about other options and other options that could exist. Be prepared for the fact that not only will the road to achieving your goals take a number of unexpected turns, the goals posts may shift also. Allow yourself to stay flexible and understand that what you originally envisioned may alter to become fresher and more, and maybe even have a more realistic outcome. So you always have to be flexible. Number 6, believe in yourself. Have faith in the fact that you will achieve your goals no matter what circumstances or situations arise. When times get tough, and they can get tough at times, I think, as we all know, keep your focus clear and don't get bogged down in the, I can't or I won't. Number 7, pick a support team. You don't have to do it alone, and I hope you don't. Gather a team of family, friends who you know can count, who you can count on to offer you their support and guidance when times get tough. There is nothing like a friendly, pat on the back to keep you going when you've given as much as you have to give. Leverage your assistant and people you have on your team to help you be focused on what you need to do each and every day. That's your highest payoff activities, and doing only those things that you can do and nobody else can do, in order to put you in the highest probability position to achieve your goals in the time frame that you desire. Don't underestimate their help in helping you to keep focused, laser focused on all of your tasks. Now, most people, so I've heard, stop following up after 3 attempts. And I actually don't even know that I believe that they even follow up at 3 attempts. Most business, again, so the numbers say, is consummated after 5 to 15 attempts. So I believe you may even have to do more than 12 attempts to get the business you desire. Should you be making more attempts now to reach your prospective clients than you're currently doing? I know so many people that give up after 1, attempt, or maybe 2. And that's why I said I don't even know that the really people stop at 3, because I don't know a lot of people that even make it to 3, let alone 12 or more. Let me share with you a story about a financial advisor. Let's call him Kevin, who shared his story with me about how persistence paid off for him. So what he said was, I sent a book to a friend of a client, and this is a while ago, on February 1st, 2009. I called them regularly and never received any feedback or a return phone call, nothing. Yesterday, on their 40th call, I stopped counting, so I'm not sure if it was 40 or how many over 40 it was. I received a very warm answer from the wife. Scheduled a phone consultation for August 22nd, 2012. So this was originally 2009. Now it's 2012. And got a call from the husband a few minutes later after talking to the wife, excited with some questions. Never would have expected it, but glad I kept calling. So Kevin didn't give up. He persisted for years, 40 more, he lost count, attempts to reach somebody. So could you actually be making more attempts to reach people than you currently are and experience even greater success? I think maybe the answer is yes, for at least some of you. Okay. Achieving your goals requires you to take consistent action, be persistent, and maintain a resolve to simply not give up. Now we're going to talk about the 5 steps you can take today to help you get even closer to achieving your goals. The first one is take measurable actions every day. Being persistent takes action. Take at least 3 actions every day that support your goal achievement. If you need funding for your venture, then get on the phone and find an investor or investors. If you want to lose weight, then eat well and exercise. If you really want to achieve your goals, then take all the action steps necessary to actually achieve your goals. Consistent action and applying persistence will pay off for you also. Number 2, keep showing up. If you believe in what you're doing, just keep showing up day after day, week after week, month after month. You never know when your breakthrough opportunity will appear. So bring your best to every situation. When the right opportunity appears, you'll be ready. Number 3, remain objective about your obstacles. Don't get emotional about the obstacles in front of you. Remember, there is always a way and your success is inevitable. You just have to figure out how to move over, around, or under whatever challenges might be in your way. Number 4, learn to say next. I know you've heard that one before. Don't take rejections personally. They are nothing more than the natural process of weeding out the subprime opportunities. You're on the road to success and want to put your energies towards something that will be ideal for all parties involved, including you. The right opportunity will be met with an enthusiastic yes. Number 5, super important, track your progress. It's easier to be persistent when you can see how far you've come. Track your progress and achievements so you can see how much closer you are getting with every single step forward. Tracking your progress also, excuse me, increases your confidence. I believe this step is very important to overall business success. Many people do not track anything or very little. The successful business owner tracks and measures their activity and results every day, all the time. The road to success isn't always easy, but it actually isn't always hard. There may be times when you have to talk yourself through periods of self-doubt, and there will be definitely times when you defy the odds. Never give up, because there is always a way to achieve your goals, and experience the life you truly desire. Every action of every day between now and each goal achievement counts. Take action, bring your best, find solutions to your obstacles, and say next to your rejections. Feel good about how far you've come and be persistent until you achieve all of your goals. Now take a few seconds and add to the list that you started earlier about what actions you'll take now so you can achieve your goals sooner. So what ideas or action items have you come up with that will help you make progress to the achievement of your goals? Okay. Now, the people at Insurance WebEx asked me to create something to help advisors during our current environment, and hopefully our environment is going to get better and better as the days go on. So I created this special guidebook just for you. The number one reason that stops people from achieving their goals and what they really want, and then what they really want in life, is lack of accountability, in my opinion. Wouldn't it be great if our good intentions worked the way we think they should? Not even enthusiasm really guarantees you positive results. There's often a wide gap between our intentions and our actions. Poor follow through, consciously deciding to do something, but then not doing it, is a fact of life for many people. We fail to take action necessary to be in alignment with our current intentions. This 25-page guidebook helps research virtual accountability options so you can take your good intentions and turn them into reality for where you ultimately want to be in life. Have your good intentions lead to great results by applying the concepts in this 25-page special guidebook, Virtual Accountability Tips for Maximum Results. So you can download it today by going to this particular URL on your screen. So I did a tiny URL instead of the long one. So it's just the tiny URL, tinyurl.com/SPOPJ9S. So you have that on your screen, and you can download. That's complimentary, it's no charge for that. Now, my husband, Bill Bachrach, has been creating timely and relevant content since the middle of March for helping advisors come out of the pandemic ahead. So when asked, most advisors are really not doing much client acquisition during this whole pandemic and COVID-19 environment since it started. The successful ones, however, and the ones that will come out ahead have been doing a lot of calling to everyone, every single person that they know, even people that they've known, from 2 years ago to 7 years ago. And they're getting great responses, great results, and great outcomes already. So some advisors are having a lot of success, making even more money during this time. So feel free to check out all these web training classes and also a ton of free resources if you go to the URL on your screen. So this is on his website, and then COVID-19 resources. So it's a lot of web training programs, part 1 and 2, because based on time, one was done like the middle of March, and this was done the middle of May. And then how to really work and do online virtual training meetings, whether you'll have to continue to do those or not, you'll have some experience with that, and a bunch of other free scripts and resources. So feel free to take advantage of all those that are available to you. So today, your exclusive offer to join my Accelerate Your Results program is offered at 70% discount. So normally the program is $147 a month. This special 70% offer expires on June 7th. That's in 2 days. So people who obviously don't procrastinate get rewarded. So your investment, again, is only $44.10 a month, and it's normally $147. So Insurance WebEx wanted me to offer something really special during these times, because obviously not everybody is having a lot of success, as some of the advisors I mentioned were. So that's good. That's all good. I'm here to help and be of service. So if I could do it for free, I would, but $44.10, 70% off is a good deal. So what do you actually get for $44.10 a month with your 70% off discount? So the people who get the biggest results obviously work with me one-on-one, but that isn't for everybody for sure, and certainly costs a lot more than $44.10. So the next group of people who get the biggest results are those who participate in this particular Accelerate Your Results group coaching program. If you want to experience the same results other people have enjoyed, and you are ready to stop procrastinating, you're 100% committed to achieving your goals, and are ready to break out of your limiting beliefs and invest in yourself, this Accelerate Your Results coaching program can be the key to your success. So you have access to coaching and mentoring calls with me personally every single month. If you need me for something in between our live coaching sessions, you can always email me, as I make myself available to help people when needed. Now, during these once a month calls, you can ask me anything. I basically start off with a single concept, and it could be around things like procrastination. It could be communication, reducing time wasters and distractions, the power of focus, time management, and so much more. Then I open it up for Q&A, and I'm available to help anybody with anything. The online goal tracking system is available to help you measure progress on goal achievement. So obviously what gets tracked gets measured, and it helps increase and help you be even more laser focused. All successful people I know have key metrics that they track every single day, every week, every month, and every single year. You have an expert of the month audio. I basically interview somebody that I think would be of value to you. And again, none of these are super long or take a time intensive for you to go through. There's an audio podcast of the month. These are fairly short, approximately 8 to 15 minutes in length, and relate again to something I think that will help you accelerate the achievement of your goals. And then of course you have access to a myriad of articles designed to help you get moving in the right direction so you can achieve your goals, plus an article of the month. Then you have a video of the month. And these are really only about 2 to 5 minutes in length and designed to really be a single, simple, doable concept to help you be even more successful. And of course, you'll gain access to other high value resources as you need them or as I create them. So you can join again the Accelerate Your Results program at a 70% discount, because Insurance WebEx asked me to make something really special for you. So your investment is only $44.10 a month. Any questions from anybody on anything? Okay, so just so you know, this will be available, the replay will be available on this URL here. So you'll also get an email from attending, or if you didn't attend, you'll get an email with this link in that as well. But it's basically accountabilitycoach.com/iWebEx-request-free-resources. So all the web classes are there along with my slides and a number of complimentary free resources available to you that I've created over the years when advisors needed help with something and didn't have a tool or a resource to help them. I would create it. It could be an opportunity tracking, a referral tracking, a delegation exercise, strategic thinking model. There's a lot of different free resources when you're on this particular page, in addition to all the web classes that I spoke about earlier and the PowerPoint slides. Let me know how else I can help you make more money so you can work less and ultimately enjoy a more balanced and successful life. I'm here to help you in any way that I can. I wish you much success, and please stay healthy and accelerate the achievement of your goals. I believe in you. You can do it. Take care, everybody. Aim for what you want each and every day. Bye for now.